It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. And for Utah, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. So we're right around halfway through the season. Shaq, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say, do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Oh, okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you.
I
understood it. I understood
All right.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off, coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The Indiana Pacers find themselves on the road looking for an interconference win. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. You look at the Jazz, they feel like they're a better team than their record shows. And in games like this one, it's an opportunity to prove it. They can step it up and make a game of it. We'll see.
And I think for the Jazz, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, DA. Thanks. Well, for those teams already expected Clark to go deep into the playoffs around this time of year, how easy do you think it is to just go through the motions and maybe not tighten the screws as much as you should?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I never had the experience of being a player on a playoff team, but I did broadcast a number of the outstanding Pacers teams, and it is tough in the long haul of the season for teams that are fighting for potential championships to stay engaged fully during the regular season. There is a period, and I think most really good teams will admit it, that they aren't as focused because they're excited for the playoffs to start, and they just have to work themselves through those dog days of the regular season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Pacers, Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Sabonis is out there with Turner. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Now here's Collison. Over in the corner, Turner. Outside, Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. To the left wing. Rubio with it. Picked up by Turner. Rubio, the pass to Favors. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Now here's Collison. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Back to Oladipo. Out to Turner. Shoots. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Here is Rubio. We saw him with 10 points last game. The wide open look here for Ingles. Bangs home the trifecta. Ingles has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Sabonis. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And Favors kicks to Rubio. Pass to Mitchell. Passes to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Over Oladipo. And it's Mitchell missing.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Oladipo taking his time here. Fires from deep. Rebound, Utah.
Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had 37 points in the win against Sacramento.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle. Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
And here's Oladipo following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Gobert with the block. And now Utah, fast break. And it's Mitchell missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
Puts it up off the inbound, and again it's Utah.
On the finishing end of the catch and shoot, Rubio trying to become a better all-around scorer.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. Rudy Gobert, third.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
And stolen by Favors. Rubio finds Favors. Kicks it out to Rubio. And Utah, another three.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Down low. Here's Turner. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Poked away. Ingles against Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Utah just way behind.
And seeing where Utah is, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
Now here's Turner. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. On its way from Oladipo for two. Doesn't go that time. So Utah will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game. And, you know, the Pacers were one of the better teams in the East last year. Many wondered just how or why the Pacers were so good. I think you point to the chemistry this team has as something that you can't deny, along with having a star that endeared himself to his teammates in Oladipo.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Utah. Free throw dropped for Mitchell. And along with the chemistry the Pacers enjoy, another strength. Clark is their guard play.
Well, Kevin, they've got a number of guards that can initiate the offense, and they all do it fairly efficiently. Don't turn it over much, and they all can shoot it and drive it. So that group of guards is really a strong part of this team.
And the Pacers call time here.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Turner. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against San Antonio.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. On the wing, Mitchell. Lobs it up for Favors. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Tyreke Evans. He's averaging 15 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Favors. Dante Exum comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Raul Neto subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Joseph after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Now Young. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. To the middle, shoots. Here's Udo, and the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Utah lead.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
The pass to Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Quinn, and finally they hit one. O'Quinn's got his first points of the night.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Now here's Udo. Kicks it to Exum. He tries for 3. That shot off. Evans with some nice D. Pacers trail by 10, and there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game. Matthews scanning the floor. Evans passes to Young. Yep, that one goes. Young's got it back down to single digits for Indiana.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Udo, the pass to Neto. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Evans. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to San Antonio. Here's Neto. Here's Crowder, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. It was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
Gentlemen, two shots. Move shot.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Crowder, his struggles were part of why Cleveland gave up on him so easily.
And you wonder who the real Jay Crowder is, the one we saw in Cleveland or the one we saw in Boston. My guess is somewhere in the middle. I think his defense should pick back up, and we know that he can be a better scorer than he has shown the last calendar year.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. They lead by 11.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside.
And the shot goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Evans. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And really good shot selection there. Evans looking locked in and comfortable from that range.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Udo. Here's Neto. Nice ball movement by Utah. That's a 2 from Korver, and he hits the jump shot. Korver's got his first bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Utah.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
One shot.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 16-point game. Quinn dishes to Evans. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Evans has got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Now here's Udo. Outside Crowder. The dish to Exum. Left side Korver. Young with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And I really enjoy watching Evans use that athleticism, especially when he's attacking. He's tough to stop.
Here's Udo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Jazz lead by 14.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Joseph looking around. He kicks it to Evans. Shoots over Exum, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's really key to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
Jake Crowder out there with Udo. Then it's Exum. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Neto in at the one spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now here's Korver to the wing on the left for the three. Exum's shot is off. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well, he demands accountability, and his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball, and actually it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Exum. The Pacers also with a sub. Sabonis is checked in. Evans outside. It's Young on the wing. 6 to shoot. Matthews finds Young. It's stolen by Korver. It's Udo high post.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's putting up 29 points a game, 2.5 steals, and 5 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
No good on the free throw. Hey, Clark, which players, and veterans in particular, do you think have done a great job of adapting their games to remain effective?
Yeah, these lists are pretty long, but I think of Sean Livingston. Remarkable talent, went through some injuries and has found a home at Golden State. Trevor Ariza has been a terrific role player on a couple of teams in his career. Impact player at both ends. You think about Paul Millsap, a guy who has been able to transition to a couple of different teams and provide leadership and great production. So those guys come to mind.
And the wide open shot from Crowder from outside off the mark.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Collison. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Collison's got his first basket of the night. Utah leading by 13. Rubio outside. Pass to Mitchell. Over Oladipo. He drains the turnaround jump shot. 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Ricky Rubio is 4th.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed.
Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the basket is good. Oladipo's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, he's proven to be more than just a jump shooter now. Oladipo also has the touch needed to score inside.
Inside, Mitchell. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Collison looking around. Outside Turner. Passes to Oladipo. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shoots a fader. A rebound by the Jazz. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
Here's Oladipo after the basket by Utah. Collison kicks to Oladipo. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Oladipo's got 7 points.
Seems to get better every year from outside. Oladipo feeling comfortable pulling the trigger.
On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Oladipo. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Jazz shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. And not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And that one's good by Favors. Pacers trail by 17. Collison with it. The pass to Sabonis. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Mitchell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I think the athleticism of Oladipo is what makes him a plus defender who can actually get his share of blocked shots even though he's not that big.
And he makes the first. And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long, Greggy's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches a pass.
The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. Both free throws good from Rubio.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game, though.
Now here's Turner. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Sabonis inside, defended by Gobert. Shot clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Jazz leading by 18. Here's Mitchell. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Turner. Oladipo outside. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Outside, Bogdanovic. The 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Jazz have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And the basket by Ingles. And here's Collison, who will bring it up for Indiana. He dishes it to Oladipo. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Rubio. He's got 8. Gobert the pass to Mitchell over Collison. And it's Mitchell missing. Pacers trail by 20. Outside Collison. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Good. Ingles has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Ingles against Bogdanovic. Shoots a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And 11 points for Ricky Rubio.
Tell you what, Kevin, I mean, the best way to spread out this defense is for Rubio to hit a few more of these.
Mitchell against Oladipo. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Gobert. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 11 points, 14 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
On the perimeter and on the inside, too. Bogdanovic able to put points on the board.
Inside. Kicks it out to Rubio. Back to Gobert. Pass to Ingles. Clock at 6. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, this team still is in front.
And it's in there.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Utah leading by 21. Rubio finds Gobert. Now here's Ingles. And here is Mitchell. Out to Favors. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Collison. Passes it to Turner. From deep, and the rejection by Favors. Here's Ingles. Favors, and no good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
And Utah making a change here. Exum's checked in, so an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Sabonis. Matthews comes in for Bogdanovich. Evans, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Stolen by O'Quinn. Now here's Joseph. No points in the game yet for him. And here's O'Quinn. Kicks it to Turner. Gobert brings the double team, and Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
All free throws good from Turner.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Now here's Evans. He has 6. They get it again. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Guarded by Korver. Turner passes to O'Quinn. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists tonight.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Udoh. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That free throw good from Turner. And Miles Turner, obviously one of the strongest shot blockers, Clark, in the NBA, in large part to his length.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the timing, too, Kevin, is a big asset in blocking shots. I think he's already a strong defender, and he's only going to get better as he gets more experience and strength.
Young's checked in for Indiana.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Neto kicks to Korver. Back to Neto, trying to end the drought. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And that one against the Bulls, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
That free throw, no good. Jay Crowder's checked in for Udoh. Good on the second free throw. 1:07 left in the first half of the game. Evans kicks to Young. From deep. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Crowder against Turner. Back to Crowder. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 18. Shots good from Young.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Exum. Over Matthews. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too, that missed some shots. But more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 steal. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they play well.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
They relied way too heavily on three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovic. Turner is out there with Domantas Sabonis, and it's Collison in at the point guard position. 6 to shoot. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
Here's Rubio. Can't get it to fall.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
Tries again. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Indiana, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Jazz leading by 11. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other. Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Dishes it to Gobert. Collison against Rubio. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ingles has got 10 points in the game. Pacers trail by 13. Collison, the pass to Sabonis. Mitchell with it, picked up by Collison. Ingles, and another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Collison against Rubio. They get a hand on it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging 23 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Now, here's Oladipo. 12 points for him. The dish to Bogdanovich. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And the Pacers call time here.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot. And now we've got a moment to see how the Jazz are doing ranking-wise, Kevin.
And you look at their opponent's points per game. Now, some of that can be influenced by pace of play, but I still like what I'm seeing from them defensively. Getting stops, a big part of how they win games.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collison. They get a hand on it. Just 5 on the clock. And the pass to Turner. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Jazz have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. The first free throw is good. And Mitchell drops them both. And so here is Indiana. 17-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Rubio taking his time here. He kicks it to Mitchell, and the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
And you let Bogdanovich just catch and shoot like that, he'll make more than he misses of those.
High post, Gobert. Back to Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. And they pick up 2.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 16. Down low. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, what I like about what I've seen in Oladipo is that it's obvious he's put a lot of work in to becoming a better offensive player. And he can really get it going in a hurry now.
Now here's Gobert. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Favors. Shoots over Turner. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Stolen by Mitchell. He feeds it to Ingles. 11 feet out and he hits it. Ingles has got 7 now in this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 8, clock at 4. Sabonis, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Darren Collison.
You know, catching the defender slightly out of position that time. Rubio takes advantage. Now goes to the line.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And that one falls for Ricky Rubio for the Jazz. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Korver in for Joe Ingles. He's perfect from the line this time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
The kick out to Matthews. O'Quinn trying to free himself up. Matthews, no good. Utah leading by 20. Outside Crowder from past the arc. It doesn't go for him. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And it's Young finishing it off.
No doubt about it on that finish by Young.
Jazz have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Rubio against Joseph. Pass to Korver. Kicks it to Crowder. Clock at 6. Shoots over Matthews. Shot by Crowder, no good. Pacers trail by 18. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Guarded by Korver. Matthews finds Joseph. Here's Young. Shoots over Crowder. Young's shot is off. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Udo with the stuff.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now here's Evans. He has 6. O'Quinn with it. Back to Evans. Over Mitchell. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Udo. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Buries the long-range jumper. Korver's got his second basket of the night.
And Korver has made a living out of hitting that three ball. He has one of the quickest releases in the game.
Evans against Mitchell. Evans left side. Over Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tyreke Evans not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreke Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
Raul Neto's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And both free throws good for Evans. Mark, over your many years in the NBA, you've seen labor unrest, but per the most recent CBA, we have the potential for a decade-long stretch now of labor peace.
Yeah, and I think that's great for all sides. And you've got to recognize that some of the unrest in the past was really necessary to get to this place where we may have labor and league peace for the next decade. I mean, there's no justice without struggle. There's no smooth sailing without some bumpy sailing at times. So credit the league, the Players Association, and the players for getting to this place now where the league is doing well in all measures, and the game is healthy and good. But that's a team effort by all involved.
And Evans there showing the ability to elevate. When you let him get near the bucket, he has the ability to hurt your feelings.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
One shot.
They throw good. Tyreke Evans.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Now, here's Mitchell. 18 points for him. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. It's Matthews on the wing. Guarded by Korver. Pass to Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Young's got 10 points.
Good ball movement. Wonderful pass. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Passes it to Korver. Now Udo. He's covered by Matthews. Udo, the pass to Neto. From outside, off the mark. Pacers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That free throw missing. Exum, he's checked in for Utah. And the Pacers also making a change. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. Good on the second free throw. Here's Neto. He's got 6. The pass to Udo. And it's blocked by O'Quinn, and they're able to recover. Just 3 to shoot. Three-pointer, Crowder. Pacers trail by 18. Oladipo finds Matthews. Now, here's O'Quinn. He has 5. Young. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
No good on that one.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
The Jazz making a switch here. Rubio's checked in.
And, you know, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
No coverage that time. Young's got 12.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
But he gets it back. A shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And what about the vision, the court vision from Oladipo? So good at creating opportunities for his guy.
Exum kicks to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Crowder from down in the low post. It goes. He's got 9.
You know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
Evans goes in. Shakes over Rubio, and he overshot that one, missing. Utah leading by 16. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Korver, no luck. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out.
Boy, he's got freakish athleticism, and you can see why he's participated in the slam dunk contest before. This guy can fly.
And here's Korver from the an amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Jazz out in front, leading by 17. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Utah leading by 17. Udo out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Exum in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Evans. He's tightly guarded. Back to Oladipo. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists in the game.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Nice shot by Gobert. Pacers trail by 17. Young left side. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Rubio against Evans. Left side Crowder. Good defensive work there by Young. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Here's Oladipo. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Oladipo. It's good. Oladipo's got 6 in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Korver. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Korver's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, that catch-and-shoot game of Korver is lethal. His ability to immediately fire off the pass as good as it gets.
Got that one up quick. And the Jazz lead by 16. The Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Exum. Over Bogdanovich. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
To the inside. Evans passes to Bogdanovich. Six on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. Korver with the defensive effort.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Oladipo finds Evans. Back to Young. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's the 3. And Tyreke Evans with the 3.
Yeah, and the intelligence there from Evans. His speed and strength makes him a tough guy to guard in that screen and roll.
And the Jazz call time here. A different look for Utah. Favors comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Mitchell in for Exum. Indiana also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Turner comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Collison in for Evans. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
Count that one.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Jazz leading by 15. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Back to Rubio. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
High percentage look there, guys. Rubio's best chance to score, and he maxed it out.
Collison, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Collison. And he drops it in from the low post. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Offensive rebound, and there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Favors passes to Mitchell. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Now here's Collison. Inside. Stolen by Mitchell. Pushing it up. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, it feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can't.
Collison dishes to Turner. Sabonis kicks to Bogdanovich. Commissioner Adam Silver believes, Clark, that the NBA will see its first female head coach sooner than later. What do you think?
I think it'll happen. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be sooner. I think it'll be a little time because the pipeline, I think, has to be established to where you have some candidates. And you very well could have candidates now that may not have coached in the NBA that could possibly move into a head coaching role. But I think the progression to that would require, I think, more female assistant coaches before there's a comfort level with moving in that direction from an owner standpoint. Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Oladipo against Mitchell. Gobert finds Crowder. Back to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Mitchell. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Indiana.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now, here's Rubio. Mitchell outside. Gobert against Sabonis. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 will put him in a rough, tough spot.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Rubio against Collison. The feed now to Turner. Sabonis, the pass to Oladipo. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Oladipo's got 28.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Now here's Rubio. Mitchell outside. Fires for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Bogdanovich has got 4 rebounds now tonight. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. It's stolen by Oladipo. He kicks to Collison. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Collison's got 6 here in this quarter.
A mid-range game of Collison, very impressive. I mean, capitalizing from this area on the court, nicely done.
Count that one.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Pacers.
Pacers trail by 13. Passes to Sabonis. He dishes it to Oladipo. Rubio against Collison. 5 on the clock. Poked away. Turner. And the rejection by Favors. And here's Rubio. Mitchell outside. To the inside. Here's Favors. And Utah again with the bucket. Now Oladipo. Timeout called the Pacers. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
He is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Now, here's Oladipo over Mitchell. No good off the back of the rim. Ingles against Young. Now, here's Oladipo. Guarded closely. From 13. Rebound, Utah. Favors got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bounce pass, Rubio. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Oladipo. Ingles can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And the pass to Young. Oladipo against Mitchell. And Oladipo kicks to Young. Dishes it to Turner. Just 4 to shoot. Oladipo misses. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Bobbed up there for Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
And, you know, Oladipo is one of those multifaceted players. I mean, he can do just about anything you ask of him when he's on the court.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. They get it back. Outside Favors. Goes back up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it. And while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the 2nd overall pick.
Here's Ingles after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Rubio with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Here's Gobert. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Favors with a wide open look. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 12. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
Exum with it. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum. Dante, still a young guy in this league. What do you want to focus on with your development?
You know, I think it's just staying in the defensive end. You know, sometimes in the heat of the play, you kind of lose sight of it. And it's just about staying in there and just helping your teammates out. So,
a very young guy on a very good team. Thank you, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.